Hey guys, Justin Tyler here at C2E2 for Newsarama.com, talking to Joe Kubert. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. What brings you out to Chicago? You're out here with the school, just meeting new artists?
Actually, they've offered us a place for the school, which we took advantage of, and that's essentially what we're doing. Adam and Andy would be here, except that they have heavy deadlines.
Oh, isn't that always the case?
Yeah.
And you taught them never to miss a deadline.
Yeah, I wish they'd pay more attention, that's all.
So how's everything going at the school? What's it like on a day-to-day basis?
It's kind of, for the students, it's very rough. It's very intense. It's a lot of work that they have to do. And they are the ones that really have the job, trying to accept and learn all the things we're trying to show them.
What's your favorite sort of lesson or class to teach at the school? Can you choose?
Yeah, I think they're all equally important, equally as tough. Every one of them have homework to do. There's homework for every one of the 10 courses that they're taking, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, no, I know. Talking to your sons, they're always talking about how you're the hardest sort of editor.
Not true. Not true.
Oh, that's a firm denial right there.
That's right.
You've seen so many artists coming through the school that are now like your bigger names in the comic industry.
Yeah.
What is that like when you see them go from?
Great. It's great. It feels wonderful. I saw Amanda Connor and about another half a dozen really outstanding people who came to the school, worked at it, graduated, working full time, making a big name for themselves. It's wonderful.
What was it like? So you obviously taught Amanda back when she was coming up.
Well, she was in one of my classes, but in actuality, so much of it depends on the individual themselves. We tell them, for instance, we'll tell them how to do certain things. That'll take maybe an hour. That'll take them maybe 6 months to learn what we've told them how to do in an hour. So the heaviest part of the job is theirs, not ours. And the commitment and work and effort that has to be put out, that's put out by every one of the students who attend. And the people who have made it, just as it's as a result, not so much what we've done, but what they put out to do it.
Is there anyone who you came in, you were like, oh, this person is going to be a working professional in the comic industry, no doubt?
Yeah, there's been a number. In fact, there are, even in the classes today, there may be 2 or 3 that I'm quite sure, if they continue to do what they do, if they continue with their effort, if they go out and let people know that they're there and show their aggressive wanting to do it, they'll do well.
Is that the biggest thing? Just continually drawing and continually putting yourself out there?
That's it. I think it's not unlike any other profession. It's the same thing.
And have you been looking at any digital comics? Have you seen the way?
Yes, I have. I don't think. Well, I hear all kinds of stories that digital and the internet is going to wipe out printed stuff. I have doubts about that, heavy doubts. And we'll see what happens. But, however, the students at the school also work at stuff like that. Anywhere that's going to give them an offer of a job is where we push them.
Yeah. Do you read, what comics are you reading, or I guess, do you read any comics on like an iPad? Or?
I try to read the comic.
Yeah.
I find in a lot of comics it's very difficult just to read the goddamn thing simply because they're hard to follow. They are really hard. A lot of people, because of the beautiful printing that's being done today, because of the beautiful paper it's printed on, because of the look of it, I think they're running short of really paying attention to the story, which is what cartooning and comics is all about.
No, that's very true. Is that what you say has changed probably the most as the quality of the printing and everything gets better? Like the story, the way of telling the story's changed over the years?
I don't think it's changed as much as it's just been lost. People haven't really concentrated on it. They're so overpowered by the beautiful printing. And incidentally, the artists are just incredibly good. They're really excellent. But we're not in the business of drawing pretty pictures.
Yeah.
We're in the business of telling a story. And no matter how pretty those pictures are, no matter how beautifully they're printed, if they don't communicate, they're not doing what we do in our profession.
Right. And so after a long day of teaching, you sit down at your table, and what do you draw?
I draw pictures.
Awesome. What story are you telling right now?
About 3 or 4 different jobs that I'm working on now, and thank God I'm busy.
Yeah. Man, you're going to be working forever.
I hope so. Well, for a long time.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for talking to us. It's always a pleasure to see you, and congrats on the school.
Thank you.
And you guys stay tuned for plenty more from C2E2.